All right, we're there live and direct reggae for Japan. Tanya Stevens, one of the wickedest empress in the business right now. Straight out of the gate, we want to ask you, what made you come to perform at Reggae for Japan?
I want to say thanks to Japan for all the support they've given us over the years. Very significant support, being, you know, one of our biggest markets. You know, of course, this is not me doing something for Japan. This is me saying thanks to Japan, you know, for everything they have already done for us.
Now, you just came out with the album Infallible, and it was some very, very nice music on it. And at the same time, some music that make you go, hmm. So we just want to ask a question. Are all the music you write is all your personal experience?
No, not all of them is my personal experience, but all of them are things that are true to me. You know, some of them are my experience, some are the experiences of people close to me, things I've gone through with other people. You know, so regardless of my experience, everything on some level still. But all of them are representations of my thought process for sure. Everything what I say, and that I mean and believe.
So you see, it's not like you're racing your career. It's like you're taking your steady time and you don't run around and run around and run around. Just tell us a little bit how you come out with your music and how you pace yourself in this hectic kind of business, you know, like this rat race kind of business.
No, I really don't follow time. I mean, if you follow time, then you'll always be behind time because you're following time. So I work off standards. I have my quality when I set, and I'm supposed to go above that because life for me is a process and an experiential process. Is about me improving on me and me becoming more of, you know, more than me. So I don't really watch nothing else going on around me. In my little world, it's all about Tanya, you know, honestly. It might sound selfish, but it's not. It's really just me separating myself from all of the confusion and concentrating. It's not like I'm on blinkers because I calculate everything around me, but I don't move at everything else pace. I move at my own pace. I know exactly what I am. I know who I am. I know what I'm, you know, aimed at, and not really rush my focus there.
With this great career that you're having, I just want to know who are some of the artists that inspired you as a youth to come out and start doing the things that you do.
My all-time favorite artist ever is Smokey Robinson. Has been It's unrealistic that he should have been my favorite artist since I was about 10 years old, and Tracks of My Tears is my favorite song of all time. But I grew up listening to all of the classics.
That kind of reflect in the song these streets. That kind of sound like a Smokey Robinson kind of female aspect to the tune.
God. Well, if it does, then I'm very flattered. But I think I'm probably Smokey Robinson's biggest fan. I'm not the type of person who goes gaga over any human. But, you know, with him, he helped me through a lot of periods, you know, when I was growing up. It's not even like I could relate to the actual things that he was saying, but just the emotions behind them. And when I wanted to cry, there was something he had that I could cry with, and so he brought me through a lot. But I grew up on all of the greats. You know, I grew up on all of the not so greats too, because I even though I was exposed to a lot of good music, I exposed myself to more music than I got at home, and you know, I learned from everything. I can't pick out no one. If I look around the room, I see earlier Freddie McGregor is one of the few local artists I can tell you truly when I met him, I still love him as much as I loved his music before I met him. And it's a lucky thing to meet him early out. Because he's one of the people who made this thing still look good for me when I was coming into it. So, you know, I get inspiration from so many people. I couldn't make a list. I wouldn't have time.
And you know we do our homework here at the Reggae Vibe, and we hear it say about maybe 2 years ago you opened up a club right before the album dropped, Infallible. How was that opening a new club? Is it still going and everything?
I opened a bar and restaurant, and we had some club-like functions because we were doing live music, and you know, it was rough. It was not the thing that I knew professionally, And so I went into it, you know, a little bit blind and learned a lot of stuff along the way. And it was a good learning experience, but I had to give it up because I really didn't have the time to go back to school for something else that I'm not working at, you know. So I'm going to do it again, maybe in a few years when I have more time to dedicate to it, because I really do love the service industry, and I'm going to do it again.
So what's coming up for Tanya? We know you just dropped Infallible not too long ago, but is there any new singles or any videos or anything coming out?
Well, I'm working on an album. I don't have a release date set yet, and I don't work off deadlines because it has to be about production quality. But coming up immediately, I think I'm going on stage.
All right. You see, like we have Reggae for Japan, she have to go on stage.